welcome to our newbie channel. We embrace change. In today's video, we are presenting you Take a Byte, which is a technology series. In this forum, we talk about programming languages and other computing technologies which has evolved over the years. Let's begin about programming language classification. I would say there are many programming languages which has evolved over a period of time, and all these programming languages were developed with its own business case. If you see its classification, there are languages developed for processing a series of steps. They are called procedural programming languages. Example for procedural programming languages includes COBOL, Fortran, which is formula translation, C language. Another group of programming languages which focuses on mathematical functions and evaluations. They are grouped and called as functional programming languages. Examples for functional programming languages include Haskell, Scala, Erlang. Also, we have a quite popular object-oriented programming languages where we had the concepts of classes and objects. Mainly the purpose of using an object-oriented programming is its reusability. The code is quite easier as it's simple and it's reusable. Example includes Java, Python, Ruby, and we also have logical programming languages, which helps in decision-making capabilities. Examples for logical programming languages, it includes Prolog, Datalog, and then comes the scripting languages, which helps build websites or which can help us build a dynamic web content in it. So examples for scripting languages includes JavaScript, which is quite popular. We all know that. PHP, Perl. So all these are good examples for scripting languages. Now, with this as background, I would ask you to guess some of these terms. Well, these are not terms, but don't be surprised if I say these are also programming languages. Let's go one by one, talking about Gosu. So, Gosu is an open source programming language which runs on JVM. It's mostly used in PNC core implementations, property and casualty. Uh, I would say in insurance suites. And if I want to talk about which vendor is using it, this particular programming language, I would say Guidewire, who is quite popular in developing insurance-based product solutions. And next comes the Apex. Apex is also a OOPS-based object-oriented programming language, and it executes flow and transaction control statements on Lightning platform server. One good example of who is using the Apex programming would be Salesforce, who is who is the leading technology leader in developing CRM solutions. And talking about ABAP, you know, well, you would have heard about it's a proprietary programming language, ABAP, and SAP, who are a very popular leader in developing enterprise resource planning based solutions. And SAP has its own cloud solution as well. It's we call S4 HANA. So SAP is one good example of who is really using ABAP, and it's proprietary to them. Uh, Next is Golang. It's again a open source programming language. Um, and some of the popular vendors using Golang is Uber, PayPal. The other one is Scala. Scala is quite popular programming language, and it has a large user base as well. So it's again a multi-paradigm programming language. The reason why we call multi-paradigm because it supports both functional and procedural programming language. So it's some of the vendors. If I want to tell examples, Twitter, Netflix are popular vendors which who are using this particular Scala programming. So that explains, there is a vast, it's not just one or two. There are hundreds of programming languages out there. But why we need this many programming languages and why this evolved over a period of time? Again, different reasons. As I said, people have different needs, goals. Institutions have their own needs, goals. Uh, that is one reason why uh, that is one of the many basic reasons why these programming languages has evolved, matured over a period of time. Problem solving approach matters a lot, right? So that is also one of the key aspect institutions look for. What is my problem solving approach, you know, and what particular programming language do I need to solve my problem? So do I have a computational need? Do I have a decision logical and decision making need? Uh, so all these matters a lot. And community preferences. So community, talking about community preferences. Well, we know Java has a large user base, so people get used to this language. There are different forums, people talk about it. People talk about problems and how to solve a particular problem. And there is a bigger base, a user base, which is using this particular language. And more importantly, support is available through this community. So that also matters a lot in deciding, which programming language to go for. And some programming languages, right? For example, in terms of if do I need, data analytics, or some in terms of research or research purpose. So innovation and research, there are several set of programming languages which can be used for computational purposes as part of innovation and research. And this is one another good example, I would say, why this many programming languages evolved on the compatibility. So people usually have institutions usually have, like, assume like we had mainframe systems, and now the technology is like we have matured like almost, you know we still have, there are institutions using mainframe, but there are many updates. We are talking about artificial intelligence also. So there are business operations happening with mainframe systems, but at the same time enterprises wants their softwares or the applications to be upgraded. So the compatibility matters a lot. So I want my technology to support upgrade. At the same time, I want to continue operations. It should not interrupt my business operation, the ongoing uh, business operations, which are in progress. So the upgrade compatibility is one another important aspects why people go for some institutions go for, okay, let me develop my own proprietary platform. Okay, so that's easy for them to handle or scale uh, the application performance. So talking about that, yes, performance and efficiency is one another key factor. Like, is my application able to scale? Is the platform which I'm using, is it supporting scalability? Again, based on different needs, it could be the data load, the user load, you know. Uh, so that is another important aspect why, you know, people go for diversified programming languages, and this is one good example why these are good examples, like, why these many programming languages evolved over a period of time. And with this, I would like to end our today's session on Take a Byte series. But we will be continuing on this series to talk more about technology uh, in upcoming weeks. Thank you for watching our video. If you really like our presentation, please like, share, and subscribe our channel Newbie. We embrace change. Thank you so much for watching and listening.